Okay, so now we have everything we need already. Oh, my button disappeared, I'm just dragging it back in. And now we can start editing it. First thing we can see, before start even working with the text, is that we should have a border around this radio button, and it's not there. So, as we're going to do for everything else, we're going to right-click the panel, and we can, well, actually don't need to right-click it. You can come here to border, and just select the border you want. Let's do it an etched border. It could be any of the other ones. Okay, so now our border is appearing here. Okay, get into editing the text. You're going to right click and just edit. As you do that, as you hit enter, it automatically adjusts the distance from the text field and the label. We're going to do the same thing in the radio button. Edit text. Is it? I never remember. The first one is Fahrenheit to Celsius. And the second one, obviously, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Done. And here I can edit the text too, and I can just remove everything from it and drag to have it here. In the original one, I don't even have the label, so I can do this. I can just delete the label here, and I add the text to show result. Okay, again, you can click and drag to make it look better. For the button, again, we do the same thing, and we write the text convert. Okay, so now that everything has the appropriate look and text, we just need to do something else. For all the elements that are going to be dynamic, so they are going to do something in the programming, we need to give them a name. Why? Because it originally has some horrible names like this, JTextField1. This is not good to remember, and as I told you guys, always use good variable names. To do that, right click, change variable name. Let's call this start temp underscore txt. Why do I use this underscore txt? This is just to show that this variable is referring to a text box. Okay? We can do the same thing here and call it result. It's called result, no problem. txt. Here, let's call it F to C radio to show that this is a radio button, and here C to F radio. Okay, again, could be longer, doesn't need to be. Okay, as long as you remember that this means Celsius to Fahrenheit. And then the last thing we have to change here is this. Call it convert.bpn. Very good. Now we have our interface ready. Of course, it doesn't look that good yet, but we can improve that if we want to. On the next video, we're going to start making the code for this work. Okay, hang in there.